Okay, Cameron, this is about my fourth attempt to try to get this done, run out of storage. I'll try to walk you through this as fast as I can. The first thing you're going to do is to cut the wire ties off here, here, and one here. Just cut the wire ties. That'll allow this to come back. Then you'll want to press the release on your coil pack connectors, 2, 3, and 4. All of them, pull them off. Then, while you're at it, then you can remove the 4 bolts here on your coil pack cover. Keep a little pressure on the cover because you want to take the bolts out, then lift this off very gently, and underneath you'll see 4 aluminum tubes, standoffs. They're loose. Just pick them up. Your 2 longer ones go on this side, your 2 shorter ones go on this side. Once that's out of the way, then you've got the intake and exhaust connectors here. Push the release on the side real hard, get it completely released, wiggle it, and pull those loose. Don't worry, they should go only one way because one's longer than the other, so you can't get them mixed up. You don't want to get them mixed up because it's bad, but I don't think you will be able to because the wiring design kind of goes right back. Then there's 2 little Allen keepers right here, Allen heads. Loosen those, and then this whole wiring harness should come back out of the way with this hose. Then in the front you've got this bolt and this bolt over here that hold the hose on. Take those bolts out. Then you've got this connector on the hose and this connector on the hose. Both those, loosen those up. When you slide these 2 hoses off, plug the ends of them with something. I used a 7/16 bolt for here and a 5/16 for this one, just to keep the antifreeze from coming out and running all over the place. Okay, then back here you've got this big wiring connection. You don't have to worry about moving each one of these. Right behind here you'll feel a 16mm bolt head. From the other side, get a socket, loosen that up, take that bolt out by hand, and then all this mess will move kind of out of your way. Then you'll see the valve cover, you'll see your 4 injectors, and you should be able to get to everything. You could take your oil cap off if you wish. Sometimes you might have to get this off, but you can just determine that when you go. Underneath here you got the 4 injectors. They're long, they're connected to the spark plug way down deep in the motor. They're held together by 1 longer 10mm bolt. Loosen the 10mm bolts on each one. The bolts probably won't come out because there's a rubber grommet that holds them, but just make sure they're completely loose. Once they're completely loose, then usually I'll take a piece of tape and mark which ones they are, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I put them back in the same location they came out of. Then you can take them and just wiggle them a little bit and pull straight out, and they come straight out. That will loosen the middle of the valve cover. Then you would want to loosen all of the bolts around the outside of the valve cover. Once the bolts are loosened, I don't think you'll be able to take them out because they're rubber grommets, but make sure they're completely loose. Then tap the front just a little bit with a rubber mallet or even sometimes your hand,